Spinosaurus versus Dunkleosteus. Underwater battle, because land would be unfair. Dunkleosteus is an extinct genus of arthrodire placoderm fish that existed during the late Devonian period, around 350 million years ago. The name Dunkleosteus combines the Greek word bone and dunkel, in honor of David Dunkel of the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. Dunkleosteus covers dozens of species. It's among the largest placoderms to have ever lived. The largest species, D. tyrrelli, grew up to 9 meters long, 4 tons in weight. Dunkleosteus could quickly open and close its jaw, like modern-day suction feeders, and had a bite force of 6,000 newtons at the tip and 7,400 newtons at the blade edge. Numerous fossils of the various species have been found in North America, Poland, Belgium, and Morocco. Spinosaurus needs no introduction, but I'll introduce him anyway. It lived in what is now Egypt during the Cretaceous period, around 100 million years ago. Did he walk on 2 feet or 4? Who knows? But he keeps getting snakier and snakier as time goes on.
Feral killer, you hate Spinosaurus. You always make him lose.
Well, maybe not this time. I don't hate Spinosaurus, he keeps getting more and more snaky. Okay, first some stats. Spinosaurus, height, 4 meters at the hips when he's positioned like a snake, and 6 meters at the head when he stands up straight. Length, 16 meters. Weight, 9 to 12 tons. Could be up to 20 metric tons. But I ain't the mainstream media, so let's keep it sensible. 9 to 12 tons. Bite force, 1 ton. Anyway, onto the weapons of Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus possessed a massive body. The largest of any dinosaur, in fact. And it was capable of swimming, as we know. It had a bite force of 1 ton, which is weak for its size, but still devastating. You want to put your hand in his mouth? You think 1 ton's weak? Try putting your hand in his mouth. See what happens. Oh yeah, dinosaurs don't exist anymore. But when we finally open up the real Jurassic Park, try it. Except you won't be able to get close, will you? Because they won't let you. So I suggest you somehow make a break for it, dive into the cage, and try and put your hand between his jaws. This is legal advice. The jaws contained around 64 conical teeth. It had long, strong arms with 20 centimeter claws. Now onto the stats of Dunkleosteus. Height, 2 meters. Length, 9 meters. Weight, 5 tons. Big fish. Bite force, 1 ton.
Hey, wait a minute, you just made the 2 bite forces 1 ton to make it more balanced.
Yeah, I did. Speed, 32 kilometers per hour. On the water, if killer whales are anything to go by. Diet. D. tyrrelli, the largest Dunkleosteus, was adapted to prey on free-swimming armored beasts, such as ammonites and other placoderms. So he's a cannibal just like Majungasaurus. Fossils of Dunkleosteus are frequently found with boluses of fish bones, semi-digested and partially eaten remains of other fish. As a result, the fossil record indicates it may have routinely regurgitated prey bones rather than digest them. Great, so he's a vomiter, he's bulimic, just lives his life puking up on the water. Okay, now onto the weapons of Dunkleosteus. Dunkleosteus tyrrelli possessed a 4-bar linkage mechanism for jaw opening that incorporated connections between the skull, the thoracic shield, the lower jaw, and the jaw muscles joined together by movable joints. I have no idea what that just said, but it sounds scary. The mechanism... here's the next bit. This mechanism allowed D. tyrrelli to both achieve a high speed of jaw opening, around 20 milliseconds, completing the whole process in 50 to 60 milliseconds, comparable to modern fish that use suction feeding to assist in prey capture. So it's basically like a guillotine. And produced high bite forces when closing the jaw, estimated at 6,000 newtons at the tip and up to 8,000 newtons at the blade edge, in the largest individual. The pressures generated in those regions were high enough to puncture or cut through cuticle or even dermal armor. You don't want to put your hand in his jaws. Spinosaurus is fine, he's a pussy. The body of Dunkleosteus was also heavily armored, including even his eyeballs. He ain't messing around. Good luck, Spinosaurus. Okay, now onto the advantages of Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus was larger and heavier, no question, but this could also mean a slower swimming speed. But maybe Spinosaurus was more maneuverable in certain attack vectors and positions. Spinosaurus had hands with sharp claws that could grab. Dunkleosteus, no hands. Spinosaurus could walk on land. Once he loses the fight and runs away like a little bitch, he can move back onto the land to cry. Now onto the advantages of Dunkleosteus. Dunkleosteus was more heavily armored. Dunkleosteus had a razor-sharp bite, very fast. Dunkleosteus was a faster swimmer. Dunkleosteus was more maneuverable in certain attack vectors and positions. Okay, let's fight. Spinosaurus and Dunkleosteus meet on the water as they hunt for food. So they do. Spinosaurus sees Duncan approaching from a distance, decides he'll make a good lunch. He speeds towards Dunkleosteus and tries to grab him, but Duncan bites his hand off. Spoiler, what a plot twist. Clouds of blood emanate, attracting sharks nearby. Spinosaurus uses his good hand to grab Dunk's gill and tears it off, biting at his face, but he breaks a couple of teeth because Dunkleosteus is so heavily armored. Dunkleosteus is now bleeding from his gill. Spino slashes Dunkleosteus. Oh my god. Spino slashes Dunkleosteus' softer belly region and intestines spew out. And the sharks begin to eat them. Dunkleosteus is hurt, but tries to bite back and misses. Life's a bitch. Spinosaurus bites and tears off Dunkleosteus' fin. And then the sharks come in and finish them both off. The sharks win! Verdict. I'm going to give this fight to Spinosaurus, due to the fact that he possessed sharp clawed hands that could grab, and he's much larger. And possibly more intelligent, maybe, because Dunkleosteus is a fish. Spinosaurus is like a reptile with slightly more intelligence. I don't know, what's more intelligent? A crocodile or a fish? A salmon? Anyway, which two dinosaurs should battle next? Please let me know in the comments below, and I might make it. Until next time.
Oh my god, he's so fucking annoying.